And we should officially be live. Let's give it a couple seconds to start off this live stream. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome welcome to the main show today. Today, I have a great presentation for all of you. And I'm also going to say, for a lot of you watching, this stream is going to be very specific for all of you out there in the fragrance community, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are officially going to be reviewing, one of the newest fragrances from Zaharoff. For all of you watching, I'm going to say this. This is a whiskey channel for all of you watching around the world. On this whiskey channel, I show anything I like. Most of the time lately, it's been really showing a lot of good, beautiful stogies, beautiful sticks. Today on the stream, I will also be reviewing the Padron. Yes, the Padron. There's 7,000. Yes, the 7,000. There's going to be a review on this one while I review this one. And also, before we even do anything, you guys already know how I work out here. This is a whiskey channel. I show you good food. I show you amazing stream on a daily basis, and I do show you a good amount of fragrances. That's for all of you that need a good fragrance in your life to make you really stand out, smell good, and have a great vibe on your day. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta shower, you gotta brush your teeth, and I do recommend a lot of you to definitely start watching the men's style fashion that I'll be showing you. And for a lot of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Well, number one, now for all of you watching, I have to drink something. And I can't go without drinking right now because this is going to be a hot heater. I'm going to throw down a big review, and it's probably going to be the first review on YouTube. So for a lot of you watching, we have to say this. Huge shout outs to the whiskeys out here that we're going to be probably drinking. We have Peerless, yes, rum barrel finished, about $150. One of my favorites currently. And also we do have the Henry McKenna 10-year. Probably going to be drinking this one too. One that I kind of want to drink right now. It's a nice, easy one. Straight out of, look at that. Tin Cup 14, beautiful. Now, all of these presentations are so beautiful that for all of the people in the fragrance community, they know that when it comes to a bottle, it has to be a beautiful bottle, and that attracts a lot of people to buy bottles, right? So for all of you, we only show the best, and I kind of want to drink this one too. But you know what? We got to go hard. Also, for a lot of you, this is a little bit rare, and for the whiskey community, they know already. This is Blankton straight from the barrel, about $300. Anyways, what whiskey am I going to drink before I do this? Here we go. I'm going to drink this. This is coming out of Georgia. Shout outs to Georgia. Before I do this review, let me just show you a little sneak peek of the review. This is, for all of you watching, this is going to be the first time I officially show it on the screen. So here we go. What a bottle, what a beautiful presentation. And for a lot of you watching, this is not even a joke. This thing is remarkably beautiful. But does it matter, right? Does it matter? You guys know there's beautiful bottles out there in the whiskey community that are just horrible. And this one is, this is a beautiful, look at this bottle, look at the juice. Anyways, you guys see it over here. And if you guys like this stream so far, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. For all of you watching, we're going to do this now. Look, it just slips. We're going to put this over here. Okay, for all of you watching, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this right, okay? Let's do this over here. Let's pour a little bit of whiskey before we do this, because I'm going to go in. I wore this yesterday night. And I'm going to give you the real review. Unlike some people that don't wear their fragrances, I actually wear my fragrances. Yesterday, I wore this till 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I got home at 5 a.m. Anyways, here we go for all of you watching. Let's pour up here. I gotta take a little bit of a, and for all of you, this is 13 Colding, really good, 120 proof, 2025 batch. They go by batches, just like the fragrance community knows that they go by batches most of the time. I'm gonna give a huge shout out in the chat room, Ira Soto, huge shout out to Edgar Romeo, send a $20 super chat on the stream. Also, for any of you that haven't got that membership, get that membership. If you don't know how to get that membership in the chat room, there's a way you can click it. You can see those private streams. This one might be private. You never know. For all of you watching, there you go, Ira, so do I see you. All right, before we do this, and before I tell you more about this, I'm going to review it. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think of this. And also, not only that, we're also going to be reviewing. Don't forget, we're also going to be reviewing the Padron. Yes, the Padron 7000. And for a lot of you, this is a great one. I do know that whenever I can't find anything at the store and I want something to give a friend, I usually get this for a friend. This is a great beginner stogie. We're also going to say enthusiast. If you're a stogie enthusiast, this is also a great one. And for all of you that do not know, this is a very manly stream, manly channel. There's a lot of ladies that watch these streams because they want to kind of give a gift to their man or their husband, or maybe their partner, or maybe their best friend, or maybe their friends, right? Point them out is we're going to do this one, and look at that band. Cute little band. We're going to do that one soon, so don't you worry. But I do have to really go on to do this, and I'm going to spray it on my skin. Let's drink this up. That is remarkable. That is insane. Okay, before we do this, I just want to tell you something. For some of you that don't know Zaharoff, you can go to Zaharoff.com. You go check out all the fragrances, and we do a lot of reviews of the fragrances, especially when you're drinking whiskeys. You kind of need a good fragrance. If you don't have a good fragrance when you have a good whiskey, you're going to start sweating. You might smell like ham. You might smell like garbage. I don't know what kind of genes you have, but usually when I sweat, I smell like sweat. There's a lot of people out here that they don't wear fragrances, and they smell like hot dogs. They smell like hamburgers. There's a lot of men also that are skinny that smell like vegetables. I'm going to say this. You don't want to smell like a raw dog, okay? You don't want to smell like a wet dog. You want to wear a fragrance. Especially, okay? Doo-doo, you don't want to smell like doo-doo, okay? You want to wear a fragrance every day. You could buy a bunch of fragrances, start off with 5 fragrances, just like when you probably started off with whiskey. Start off with good 5 fragrances, and every time you brush your teeth after you leave the house, you can spray a couple sprays, and it gives you a vibe. It gives you an aura. It gives you an aura vibe, and that's why I wear fragrances, because at the end of the day, this is something I like. And I want to make sure that you guys understand these are real reviews so that you can save money or you can give it as a gift to somebody. The point of the matter is, we have this presentation. Box is beautiful, but I always say, okay? By the way, the name of this is Zaharoff, the signature Byzaan, okay? Byzaan. Looks beautiful. Byzaan. Shout out to Byzaan. Good name. Beautiful name. And for a lot of you, we're going to put this over here. We're going to just put it over here. Okay, before I even do the review, I'm going to say this. Before we do the review, okay, I'm going to give you guys a cliffhanger. But before we do the review, I need to light this up. For the fragrance community, I want to also tell the whiskey community, they all know that I love stogies. I have my own line, and I love my own line, but we do have to review a lot of stogies out there for all of you to know if it's something you like. If you can hit that like button, do me a favor, hit that like button, I would appreciate it. And for a lot of you, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do when you do this. I'm going to make sure that you guys know when it comes to stogies, okay, it leaves a smell in your hands. It leaves a smell in your skin, on your shirt. And for a lot of you, it's a very manly, masculine smell that you usually will get off any stogie. So I'm going to say this. There's fragrances also that don't go with this, just like the same way goes with whiskeys, right? With whiskeys, the same thing goes with whiskeys. And with whiskeys, we're going to say this. With whiskeys, there's some bottles out here, like, for example, I don't know if this is going to officially go with this stogie because it's low proof. It's low proof, and I do know that sometimes a whiskey that's low proof just doesn't take over some of those flavors on the tobacco. So for some of you, you have to know what to pair it with, and there's a lot of people out here that they think it's cool. They think it's cool just to pair it with any whiskey, right? You can't just pair it with any whiskey. It's not. That's not how it goes usually. So for some of you, the same thing goes with fragrances. If you're wearing a fragrance and you're doing a little bit of your morning routine, for example, if you're wearing a fragrance and it's too citrusy, and you just finished smoking one of these. Now, I'm going to say this, it's probably not going to be as good. I don't like to wear fragrances that have a citrus type of a vibe with something like this. So for all of you watching, let's start this off and let's do this right, okay? Let's make sure to move this over here. Boom, let's move this over here. Let's put this over here, boom, like this. Boom, let's put this over here, all right, good. All right, let's cut this up. First thing is, always tell the ladies, lick the tip. There you go, lick the tip. Now, for some of you that don't know how to cut this, because some of you probably knew, you like fragrances. There's a cap, okay? There's a cap that gets put on. You see the line? You want to cut above that line. You don't want to cut under it because there's a cap there. So again, this is going to be my cut. The cut is beautiful. It is very nice, but we're going to light this up. And we're going to start reviewing this one. We're also going to start reviewing this Padron 7000. But the presentation is killer. I don't really know if there's another presentation better than this. I think every time George Zaharoff puts out a fragrance, he puts something really ridiculous. And I think this might be the coolest fragrance label. I thought the last label was good, but then I thought the last one was good. And this is really nice. So for some of you, I'm gonna just say this: you better hold tight. You better hold tight, because if you watching right now, if you men are watching, you better hold tight about what I'm about to say about this fragrance. Before I do that, here we go. Let's light this up. Here we go. We're going to light it up. Make sure to blow into this. If you don't want to blow into it, you could just go like this. And here we go. We're about to light this up. We're going to start reviewing a double whammy review. Padron, yes, Padron, the 7000, Maduro 7000. And we're also going to be doing Zaharoff, yes, signature Byzaan. Here we go. What a name. What a name. I wonder how he came up with that. Byzaan. I wonder how he came up with that. Here we go. First line up in here, and let's start this up. Oh, that's a parrot. Wow. That's $1,000 parrot. Anyways, for all of you, here we go. First thing I'm getting, one of the few stogies out there that you will have that has that straight up coconut note at the beginning is this one. This will always hits the mark. Beautiful coconut note. Amazing coconut note, and I get a little bit of almost like a nutmeg and coconut. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very, very nice. Here we go. This is really, really good. Usually at the beginning of some stogies out there, also, I'm getting a beautiful amount of chocolate. Beautiful amount of chocolate on here. One thing that stands out to me that makes us sweet, and we're going to talk about sweet because we got something here. One thing that reaches out to me that's a little bit sweet. You have that beautiful, on this Padron 7000, the coconut. The coconut is what makes us really sweet and presentable for all of you watching. If you're new, this is something you might want to try. Make sure to have a full meal before anything. But I'm going to say this. This is really, really, really nice. Let's put this over here for now. We could just put this over here like this. Let's start talking about this. I'm going to also spray this on my skin. That's a finish. That's a finish. That's a nice finish. Okay, here we go. Some of you are probably waiting for the review. Now, the review is coming right now. I'm actually going to spray it on my skin. I wore this yesterday after I took a shower. I left the house and I got home about 5 a.m. I'm going to say I did leave probably about 10:30, so I left pretty late. But the point of the matter is, I got home back at 5 a.m. There's a couple of things that I have to talk about this. I was surrounded by a lot of people, so I'm going to say that there's going to be a lot of things that you guys are probably going to learn from this. And maybe I can make sure that you officially know one thing. And there's a main thing that I want to say. There's a huge thing that I want to say, as a matter of fact. A big thing. And we're going to have to start off real strong. We're going to have to start off real strong on this one. If you ever buy this, I'm going to say this. If you ever decide to buy this, gentlemen, expect to be divorced. I'm going to say this right now, off the rip. Okay, for all of you watching, here we go. Zaharoff, yes, this fragrance, if you ever buy this and you're married, or if you have a girlfriend, expect to be broken up with your girlfriend, expect to get a divorce, and expect the unexpected. Be careful. I'm telling you this right now. Be careful with this. It is very dangerous, and I'm going to tell you exactly why, because the story is going to be very, very strong. I was working with this one for about how many hours? 8 hours, about 8 hours, okay? 8 hours, 7 hours, about 8 hours, 7 hours. And I can guarantee you that a lot of you gentlemen out here are trying to figure out if this is something you need to buy. I'm going to start by saying this. I'm going to repeat this over again. If you officially have a family, and if you're officially not single, this is something you might need to be careful with, okay? You might need to be careful with this one. You might officially get a divorce. You might break up with your long-term girlfriend that you just been with for 5 years. I'm not joking around. We're going to tell you the story right now. We're going to tell you the story right now, why. But before I do that, you guys know this is a pretty manly show. And for all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Well, number one, I got to make sure that my Reaper Crew, make sure that all the gentlemen out here, be careful. Just be careful, all the gentlemen, just be careful. And for the ladies, this is going to be a great, great stream for a lot of you ladies. It's going to be probably the most productive, amazing stream for all of you ladies. If you could do me the favor, we have a lot of great people in the chat room. Do me a favor, tap the screen if you like the stream so far. Tap the screen if you like the stream so far, so you can hit that like button. Let's get the algorithm a little bit higher on here. And for a lot of you watching, I'm going to say this. Ladies, this is something, I'm going to say ladies, this is something that I think a lot of you will officially, you're going to break neck. You're going to break neck. I'm going to say this right now. Let's spray it on my skin. Let's spray it on my skin and tell you. Let's start by spraying this on my skin. Here we go. For all of you watching around the world, you better be careful, because I'm about to make sure that some of you men save some money. And for the ladies, for the ladies it's gonna be insane. Over here we got a super chat in the chat room. Here we go. First super chat in here. $10 super chat. There we go. Farm Kitty. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty says in the chat room, Reaper, that bottle is stunning. Wifey and Queen, she love you. There's a lot of great women in the chat rooms that are turning into best friends. So for a lot of you watching, I'm going to say this. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Huge appreciation. I think the $10 more than the whole fragrance community gets on super chat. So I really appreciate it. Huge appreciation. We are one of the top trending super chatter channels. Yes, super chatter channels for all of you guys. And for all of you watching, I'm going to say, ladies, you're going to hear the story, and you're going to really, really like the story. So here we go. Soto, I see you, Soto. And for a lot of you men, okay, hit that like button if you like the stream so far. There you go. Somebody else hit that like button, and let's get that algorithm going. All right, so here we go. We're going to start talking about this. Let's talk about this, and let me tell you the adventures I had with this. I'm going to say this. It was a little bit weird, a little bit of a weird adventure, because I don't like attention. I usually don't like attention when I'm out. And one of the last things I need is a lot of attention, especially while I'm working hard for a couple hours. I don't like attention. This will really, really, really get attention. I usually don't like compliments, and I don't like people telling me and asking me about my fragrance of the night or of the day. But this is something, I'm going to say this. This is something. Over here I am just saying out 5 memberships in the chat room. First one was Great Divine, got a membership. Shout out to AM North Florida Bear, got a membership. And also, yes, Pep Rex got a membership. Also, for a lot of you watching, here we go. A couple more got a membership from AM Matthew. Matthew got a membership. Matthew, thank you, Matthew, for watching. Also, Al-Kazam got a membership in the chat room. 5 memberships and one beautiful $10 super chat. Thank you so much, AM. Huge appreciation to AM for sending a super chat. I do know for a lot of you, you guys want to hear the story. I'm all about the story times, but yesterday was one of the few out there was crazy. Thank you so much, AM, for giving out 5 memberships to 5 lucky people. We have a lot of members. For some of you that do not know, we have close to about 300 and something members. I think it dwindled down to 280 something. For some of you that do not know, there's a lot of people that have memberships that don't know how to renew it. And if you don't know how to renew it, all you have to do is go to the channel, click the join button, and you could get that membership, that you can see those private streams. I would recommend many of you to try to get that. You'll be more private and more VIP status. It's more one-to-one with all of you in the chat room. So for all of you watching, don't forget to get that one. And for all of you watching, I'm going to say this, the Padron. It's really, really good. Really, really nice. It's a little bit smooth. It's full of coconut. Chocolate notes. It also has like a nutmeg note that I'm getting. It's really, really nice. It's really outstanding. And I do recommend a lot of you, if there's ever anything you want to try for the first time, this is something I won't ever forget the time that I tried this decades ago. Really, really amazing. So for a lot of you watching, make sure if you do want to try this, rookies and enthusiasts both will enjoy this. It's so beautiful. Hit that like button if you like the stream so far. I know the algorithm's going up and down. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Here we go. Let's drink this. Okay, we're gonna start reviewing this. We're gonna start reviewing this fragrance. Here we go. Let's start spraying this. Let's start spraying this on my skin. I'm going to say this. Some of you men out here that are watching, I'm just going to tell you the story of this. It brought me back to the story. It brought me back to the story with this. So usually I'm surrounded by a lot of men and a small amount of women. Usually, that's just how it is. I go to a restaurant sometimes, and I haven't been going to restaurants because you guys know I haven't been cooking. I mean, I've been cooking for you guys. But yesterday I decided to go to a restaurant, and at the restaurant, I had the server, not the server, but the hostess. I had the hostess ask me what I'm wearing. And it's kind of strange that a woman asks me what I'm wearing. I usually don't get women asking me what I'm wearing unless they want it for their boyfriends or something. So I found it kind of strange. Anyways, I told her the website of this, and that's it. I just I didn't think anything of it. Till I got to the next place. The next place I went to was the Hard Rock. Okay, the Hard Rock. Yes. I went to the Hard Rock, and for a lot of you that do not know, Hard Rock is a casino. There's a casino over there, if you don't know, in Florida. I went to the Hard Rock, and a lot of people really, I'm going to say this, a lot of people know me, and most of the time, I'm going to say this, most of the time, the fragrance that I'm wearing, you can usually smell it, but usually I don't get people telling me anything unless they're really close to me and stuff like that. Remember, the air out there is pretty open. Let me tell you the crazy part. Another hostess came up to me, a hostess that I know, and she said to me, mind you, I'm going to smell this one more time. Oof. The hostess, which she was, we could say, maybe a brunette, a thin brunette. For some of you that like just to know the details, a thin brunette, and she told me, she says, "What are you wearing?" Come on, man. Second person that tells me that it wasn't a man. Again, at the beginning of the stream, I did tell you, if you want a divorce, you buy this. If you want to break up with your girlfriend, you buy this. If you want to officially get that psycho girlfriend away from you, you buy this. I did tell you that at the beginning of the stream. I did tell you that. Don't say I didn't tell you. You got this far already. Okay, you got this far already. You got to hear it. You got to hear the story. So, I ended up telling her again what it is. But she ended up telling me something, unlike the other one. The other girl didn't tell me anything. She just said, "Okay, cool. I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to check it out." That's what she said. But this one, this other woman, this other girl, she seemed like she was in her 30s, maybe 32 around there. And this one told me, and she complimented me. She said, "It smells very similar to one of my fragrances." It smells similar to one of my fragrances, she says, but it smells so good on you. And I said to myself, in my head, are you joking me? Mind you, when I did spray this, I'm going to say this. This smells, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it proudly, because I don't want to make sure that some of you men think that this is what it is. This, to me, when I first sprayed it on, it smelled exactly like Chanel No. 5. Okay, it smelled exactly like the woman fragrance of Chanel. And I'm going to say, if there's any company out there that can mop up Chanel, will be Zaharoff, yes? George Zaharoff has done some creations that are crazy. But the fact that he hasn't officially slapped on somewhere here that says for the ladies, I don't know what is going on. I'm just going to say officially this has to be the best fragrance that I've ever smelled for a woman. I'm just gonna say it like this: for a woman, for a woman. Yes, yes. And I'm wearing this son of a gun. It's a beautiful fragrance for a woman, for a woman. Again, the second woman, second girl, she told me, she goes, hey, look, I just want to know because it smells exactly like one of my fragrances, but better. And I go, what do you mean better? Like, it just smells like something crazy, like one of my fragrances that I paid a lot for. I go, which one? She couldn't even tell me. She couldn't even tell me. But the point of the matter is, it does kind of, in the back of my head, when I sprayed it on, it did resemble something that I can officially say was very, very, very feminine. Very feminine, and not only feminine, but better than any Chanel out there. Now, you're probably wondering, why the hell did you say, I'm going to get a divorce? Why would you say, because if you wear this, I'm going to tell you the story of when the men start talking about this. So I get to the table, and next thing you know it, some of the guys are like, they're like, man, mind you, there's another woman that's coming to the table. She goes, mommy. She goes, one of the guys goes, mommy, you just smelling so good. It's like that. And then next thing you know it, I'm looking at myself in my head, and I'm thinking, this is not about to just happen. This is not about to just happen. So the guy goes, mommy, you smell really good. It's not to me, it's to another one. It's not to me, it's to a woman. It's to a woman. I'm sitting down, and I know a fact that I think it's me. I think it's me. Holy Lord, I think it's me. So I start sitting down, and some of the guys start kind of conversating and saying it out loud, and they start saying, wow. They go, wow, you do smell good, but not to me. Not to me. You smell amazing. What are you wearing? And then she ended up saying that she was wearing like, I think it was a blue and light, a Dolce Gabbana. I think she said Dolce Gabbana or something like that. One of the guys says, that can't be Dolce Gabbana because it doesn't smell like it. So then, this is where it got real nasty. Buck Wild here. The guy next to me, he goes, hey man, are you the one smelling like this? I go, look man, I don't even know if it's me. I don't know if it's me, I said. I don't know if it's me. But then he goes to me, he goes, my man, you smell exactly like what I'm smelling. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, my man, how many women have you been around? I go, what are you referring to? He tells the table, he goes, this dude smells like 5 women just hopped on him at a strip club. I go, man, calm down. Mind you, now that I say that, give me a second. Now that I say that, give me a second. I got to spray this again. Let me see. Jesus Christ. This is literally Chanel number 5. This is literally for the women. I'm going to say this. This is literally Chanel number 5. I'm going to say this right now. So he started telling everybody. He goes, this man just came from the strip club. And then he goes, some of the other guys are like, yo, come over here. Let me see. I go, no, you come over here. I'm not the one out here I'm not trying to just show off what I'm wearing. I'm just wearing what I wore before I got here. So some of the guys started saying, man, what you wearing over there? And then one of the guys goes, man, you smell like my wife. She got like high-end purses. She got high-end purses, and every time she wants me to buy her like some heels and some purses, and the only thing she wears is like Chanel. So then I'm starting to think, he says Chanel. I'm like, wait a minute. I go, wait. I'm in my head, I'm trying to figure out what's Chanel, because I know the Chanels, right? And at the store one time, I ended up buying something. They threw a female fragrance in my thing, and I believe it was Chanel number 5. I had given it to a friend, and my friend Ward and all his coworkers. He's a doctor. All his coworkers would tell him, "Hey, you wearing a woman's fragrance." And he told me the next day, "I can't believe you gave me a woman's fragrance." I go, "What you mean? I gave you Chanel. I gave you Chanel." "Yeah, but you didn't tell me that it was a woman's. I only saw it was Chanel number 5." And I remember that. And also, I'm going to say that not only do I remember that, I remember the fact that all the women they just wanted to smell him. Now, I'm not saying to buy this to get attracted to get all the women on you and start saying, "Oh man, all these women just love how I smell." I'm not trying to say that. I'm giving you an honest review of this. I'm giving you honest review of this. Off the rip, I'm going to just say this off the rip. You're going to get a juicy pear. It's almost like a juicy peach and pear. And then it starts dying into like a beautiful rosy, almost floral type of a note. And at the end, you get stuck with just a beautiful, strong, I'm talking about one of the strongest sandalwood notes that a woman could ever wear. And I'm going to say this right now for a lot of you. If you're a man, and you're wearing this, I don't know what to tell you, but you're probably going to get a divorce. Your girlfriend's going to leave you. She's not going to believe you. She's not going to believe that you haven't been sneaking around in the sneaky verse. No, she's going to think you're part of the sneaky verse. Okay, she's going to think you're part of the sneaky verse wearing this. Not only that, for some of you that are, maybe some of you men out there that making like 6 figures, if you're buying this, okay, if you're buying this is about $170, okay? $170. If you're buying this to officially smell like a man, I'm just going to say this is not a manly fragrance, and I'm going to say this right now. This is not a manly fragrance, as I'm telling you this right now. You're going to get older women coming up to you, but this is not a manly fragrance. I'm telling you this right now. Not a manly fragrance. Again, I'm going to say this for the 3rd time in a row. This is not a manly fragrance. Do you think I'm going to wear this over and over again? No. I'm probably going to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Probably going to give it to, I don't know, a girlfriend or something. I'm just going to say this. This is not a manly fragrance, but it's one of the most insane. It destroys Chanel. I thought Chanel had a banger, but this is the real banger. And for a lot of you men, if you want the women to come up to you, this is something to wear. I just can't wear it. I cannot wear this fragrance at all. I'm wearing it right now, and it feels like a bunch of strippers. It feels like a bunch of strippers just kissed me in the cheeks. I just have to. It's just too. How many sprays did I spray? Oh, yesterday. And this is why I was so strong. Yesterday, I sprayed about 7 sprays of this. 7 sprays of this. I got home at 5:30. Okay, I got home at 5:30. I took a shower and I could still smell this. I honestly smelled like if I was surrounded by models kissing me on the cheek. Like I don't know what to say more, gentlemen. Do not wear this. If you officially want to smell like you just came out of a strip club, or maybe you're a photographer, right? Doing your porn shoot. Maybe you're doing your porn shoot, and then all of a sudden the girls start kissing you after. You're gonna smell like them. What are they gonna smell like? They're gonna smell like something like this. This is so sexual, so sexual. This fragrance. I'm gonna say for any of you ladies out there, gentlemen. I'm gonna say as gentlemen. If you want to smell like real, gentlemen, if you wear this, I'm going to say this, I'm not even joking around. This is not a fragrance for a masculine man. This is not a fragrance for a masculine man. This is almost like what, who would be the perfect person to wear this? Scarlett Johansson would be wearing this. This is something that like five clones of Scarlett Johansson just came around me and they just said, oh, it just kissed me up. I'm gonna say it sticks onto your skin forever. Look, I'm going off the rip here. I don't know why I'm going off the rip. Maybe I'm going off the rip because I was expecting this to be a man fragrance. And now all I have is a smell of beautiful women surrounding me, just kissing me. I feel like I need to wipe my cheeks from all that lipstick I have on my cheeks. It's so powerful. Super, super juicy pear. Floral, beautiful. I'm talking about the most beautiful flower. The most beautiful flower you could ever get. It has a little bit of a musky note on here, but the most beautiful musky note. The most beautiful musky note. And then the sandalwood is just popping. It's just insane. Now, I'm going to say this. Gentlemen. I didn't finish the story. I didn't finish the story of what the guys started saying. I'm just going to say this right now. This is dangerous. Dangerous. And now that I say it's dangerous, we're going to have to drink an expensive whiskey. This is an 18-year Elijah Craig. Let's start drinking expensive whiskey and let me forget what happened yesterday. Let me forget what happened yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to pour this up expensive whiskey and down the hatchet. This is a $300 bottle, Elijah Craig 18, single barrel. This is a 2024 edition. You guys know they go by batches, and I do recommend you definitely to buy that beautiful, beautiful whiskey. We're going to drink this one soon. Let me finish my story. And if George Zaharoff is ever listening and watching the stream, he's gonna have a, I don't know what he's gonna think. All I know is I'm honest. And I want to make sure that all of you know this is the best woman's fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. I'm just going to say it right now. The best woman fragrance I've ever smelled in my life. If any dude out here says that this is a man fragrance, you know what? I don't know what kind of man is going to wear this. I'm honestly going to say the only man that's going to wear this is a man that wants to repel psychos. If you want to repel cycles, you got a psycho girlfriend, you spray this on. If you officially have a crazy wife, you want her to divorce you because you're sick and tired of her stinky booty, or you're sick and tired that she's not washing the dishes, you spray this on. Okay, if you have side girls out there, that officially bothering you, you spray this on. They're gonna say, you've been with other women, haven't you? You go, yes, I have. I've been with a ton of women. I've been with like 5 snow bunnies in the Sneakyverse. Yes. I'm just gonna, oof. Georgia Harf just jumped in the chat room. Let's see what Georgia Harf just said. For all of you that do not know, the owner of the company has officially just walked in the chat room. I don't know how far in he has heard. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to read the super chat, a $50 super chat in the house from George Zaharoff. And I'm going to say officially, I hope the super chat officially. Here we go. George Zaharoff has officially sent a $50 super chat. And he says over here, George Zaharoff says, thank you, Reaper. I want to buy you a drink or two. I'm going to say, George, I have never in my life, I'm going to say this. I have never in my life smelled like a woman for about 7 hours. And I have never in my life got to have so many people talking to me and trying to figure out what it is. I had a total of, my whole table had 8 people. The dealer also, 3 dealers had commented about what I'm wearing. The host at the restaurant, the host at the casino. So about a total of, my math is pretty bad, 22 people, about 22 people, okay, about 22 people literally said something about this. And I sprayed 7 sprays of this. It was so strong that at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, I got home, I took a shower, and I could still smell this on me. I smelled officially like if I had sex with like 3 different women. I smelled like I just came out of a baby shower, and I just took home like 3 women from a baby shower. I smelled like if I went to a wedding, and I crashed a wedding, and I got a bunch of, you know what, in the back alley. I'm just going to say this. This is very, 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 very of a Chanel killer. This is going to kill. I don't know any other fragrance from Chanel. I only know Chanel number 5, and this rips Chanel number 5 by a mile. Am I going to wear this? Am I going to wear the rest of this? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to wear the rest of that. George Zaharoff, thank you so much for the $50. And if you don't know him, he is, yes, proud owner. And for a lot of you watching, I'm just going to say this. We do have the notes in there, but I'm not going to talk about the notes. Some of you don't need to know about the notes. You need to know about the experience that you will have when you wear this. And for a lot of the ladies in the chat room, we have a good amount of ladies in the chat room. Ladies, you know officially how you can get this. And when we have the private stream, I will officially, most likely, try my best to remind you all that we have, yes, we have something special. And for all of you ladies, I'm going to say this. Hey, we got another super chat. Over here, April, yes. April with the $5 super. She says, but did the fragrance get you clap that booty? Wifey insists. Less ammo. I'm gonna say this. Let me just say this, because I did say one of our women out here, they're asking if this got me the booty. The booty came to me. Okay, I don't like that. I honestly don't like that. I don't like women coming up to me. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. I don't like women coming up to me. It's almost the worst thing possible for a woman to come up to me and literally ask for my phone number. I usually throw it away. I just don't like that. For some of you watching, many of you already know, I'm going to say this, I'm not overweight. I'm a tall man. I'm a good looking guy. So I'm going to say this. I don't really like women just coming up to me like that. I like to be able to do the opposite of that. I want them to run away from me. Either way, I'm going to say I'm a little bit intimidating. So I don't know if you guys ever seen like GQ models. Yes, GQ models in the magazines. They're intimidating. Why are they intimidating? Because women don't like rejection, so they'll never go up to a GQ model. They don't like rejection. Women just don't like rejection. So again, I'm just gonna say that. I know a fact. Look, gentlemen, I've been with a lot of women. I'm gonna say this. This over here is over here. Woo! Every woman on this planet, where is this? Oh, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say the worst thing possible on the stream right now. George Zaharoff, if you're watching, this is gonna be probably the worst thing I'll probably ever say. I'm about to say the worst thing and the most historical thing that I can say. This officially, to me, is if a woman wears this, to me, I enjoy this one a lot better than Perfume de Marley de Lina. If a woman's wearing this, I'm just going to say, if a woman's wearing this, to me, I like it more than Perfume de Marley de Lina. Now, if a man is wearing this, oof. If a man's wearing this, I'm just going to say, if a man's wearing this, I'm going to say, dude, are you trying to get your woman to slap you in the face? What is it? Are you trying to get your girlfriend to break up with you? Why are you wearing this fragrance? And he's probably going to say because every time I wear this, women come up to me asking me, it's like having a dog. You know, when you have a dog and you walk a dog, women want to come up to you. This is almost the same thing. If you have a cute animal, women come up to you. And I don't know why. They think the animal's so cute, they just want to come up. Hey, what's his name? Can I pet him? Well, guess what? Guess what they're going to be petting when you wear this? Yes, you already know what they're going to pay. They're not going to be petting your hair, I'll tell you that. But I'm going to say this. We have to calm down a little bit. I don't want to, what's the word to say this? I don't want to overstep my boundaries with some of you men. Some of you men probably, you hear all these words and you're like, dang, I just need to get this now. Honestly, I'm going to say this. This is very dangerous, gentlemen. The whole table was kind of the whole table was still talking about this for about an hour, and I was trying to make people try to. Some of the guys, I was going to give them $20 if they figured out what this was. I know nobody was going to figure it out. So out of all the 8 guys that were around me, I was sitting down at the end of the table. They said Chanel. One of the guys also said, he said, that dummy said Bath and Body Works. What the hell? That dummy don't know about it. And then another one has said, oh, you're wearing an expensive fragrance that my woman wears, but he didn't even know it. He didn't even know. He didn't even know the company. And then one guy said, what's the one guy said? Armani. Oh my God, Armani. What the hell? I told him he owes me $20. I think somebody else had said something like Dior. You're wearing Dior. I go, how is it that I'm wearing Dior? Dior has like a spicy. Most of the women Dior's they have almost like a little spicy funk to them. I smelled them before, and I personally don't like Dior women fragrances on a woman. But for some of you watching, you were probably watching the stream like, holy Lord, this man had just led me on to the whole stream just to officially tell me that yes, I didn't lead you on. But I know there's a lot of people out here that are officially gonna like to buy this. Now, I'm gonna say this: my algorithm right now just touching this. My algorithm right now is touching this. Oof. Sometimes when you touch a brown stick, what happens? The curtains usually close. Ladies and gentlemen, let's review this a little bit. I know a lot of you want a little bit of review on this one. I'm getting a little bit of nut on here. Look, after I just talked about this, saying that I had a little bit of nut on here, wow, that's a crazy statement. Beautiful coconut, a little bit of nut I'm getting on here, which makes this a little bit different. I didn't get the nut before. Also, I'm going to say also, I'm getting a very, very sweet, beautiful stick. One thing that notes out to me is a chocolate note. There's a little chocolate note on here. It's a very precise chocolate note. It's almost like a Hershey's chocolate, a beautiful Hershey's chocolate. And George Zaharoff, I do know that he was watching the stream. I really appreciate you, George, for stopping by. I do still have a little bit more things to say about this fragrance. I'm going to say this. We're going to drink this up, and Elijah Craig 18. So out of the two ladies, not two, it wasn't two. It was a total of like four women. Four women were really telling me. Two of the other women were dealers, and they had really wanted to buy this. I think one of them's actually going to buy this one. I think the other two hosts, the one at the restaurant probably didn't understand what I'm trying to say. She saw the website. She might buy it. The pricing's on these $170, but I would recommend many of you. For you ladies, unless you work every day and you spray a lot of fragrances, get the big boy. It's $170. But I'm going to say this: if you buy the smaller version of this, you're going to save. I'm going to say this: it's super strong. It's super strong. When I say it's super strong, you're going to wear this and it's going to be long, probably 8+ hours. 8+ hours. I do tell you that. Be careful. Be careful doing that. We got some kids over here across the ocean. Usually I know what streaming is. You know, I never knew that. I never knew that the kids nowadays, they're really all about everything, right? And over here, it got really high reviews on for Grantica. Somebody says in the chat room. Now, are you talking about this? If this one got high reviews, I honestly don't know if this one even got high reviews or anything. I haven't looked at anything. We stream and we click the button and we go live. We go live. We officially do that. Okay. So I don't know if officially there was a review on for Grantica, but I can tell you this. I can tell you this that I don't know if I'm officially going to be able to wear that at all. Let me see how the mix is with this. Oh man, that's good. It goes good with the 18. For some of you watching, here's the pairing on this 18. So the 18 gives you a huge amount of woody notes, oak, nice oak. And it gives it a good, almost like a cherry, little pop, little cherry, a little bit of cinnamon. It pops a little bit of that cinnamon, that nutmeg that I'm tasting. And not only that, the whiskey also helps out to give it a little bit of the extra, almost like a fruity note. A little bit of a cherry note that I'm getting on that whiskey is coming out here. And it's giving me a long finish. On the finish in my mouth, I'm getting almost like a charred up oak note, very charred up oak note. Over here, one of our members in the chat room says that this guy, a high rating. I wouldn't doubt that because this is probably one of the best fragrances that I think Zaharoff has ever made for a woman. This is probably I don't even know if there's another one that he's done in the past, but I do know that if he just labels this, if he labels this for women, and a lot of women find out about this is going to be the most top seller fragrance that the Zaharoff line has. Why? Because more than men, women like to waste money. Okay, women love to waste money. They spend $1,000 on their high heels, right? Because they have red bottoms. Women like to spend $25,000 on their purses. I don't know why, but they do. And so for women, this would be a top seller for them. They like to spend the money. I'm gonna also say, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button if you haven't already, because I do know that we have a lot of people that haven't hit that like button. I would really appreciate it if you're watching from your phone. Tap the screen a couple times. It really helps. But I'm just gonna say this for some of you. It's such a beautiful bottle, man. So beautiful. I'm going to start to drink a different whiskey. Here we go. Let's start to drink an expensive one. This is Blanton's, straight from the barrel. It's about a $300 bottle. And it goes precisely with the stream because that bottle looks expensive. I don't think $170 is expensive for a lot of you. I personally think if this bottle was $350, you're still getting. If it was $350, you still get the value for this. This thing lasts forever. I literally took a hot shower with a lot of soap, and it still didn't come off. That's how crazy it is. For some of the women's fragrances, there's women's fragrances that are crazy prices because they know that the women are going to pay. They know that the women are going to pay anything. But for some of the women, I definitely think this is something that you should definitely try to get. And I'm also going to say, we're going to do this over here. Boom. Construction on this stogie, really good, really beautiful. Now, I'm going to say this. For some of you, when I'm wearing a fragrance, it has to go with my stogie. I have to wear fragrances that are manly. It doesn't have a lot of citrus. If I'm wearing a fragrance, it has to have almost no citrus. When I'm doing one of these stogies in the morning or in the afternoon, I know some of you out there, you watch this stream to know about these whiskeys. What's the best pairing with this stogie? Currently, this is still king with almost every stogie that I have showed so far. It's king with almost every stogie that I have showed so far. So here we go, Blanton's, straight from the barrel. Let's try us out. I can smell it off my skin. I just can't believe. I can't believe George Zaharoff didn't market this for women. I cannot believe he didn't market this for women. It's a unisex fragrance. All George has to do, market this for women. You understand how crazy the women will get wearing this? It's just so freaking amazing. On a woman, it's honestly probably one of the most insane fragrances that I officially can say is in the market. Oh, that's a good pairing. That's a really good pairing. Really good pairing. Blanton straight from the barrel. Really good pairing with this Padron. Yes, Padron. This is Padron 7000, the Maduro. You can buy this at your store, but I'm not here to promote this. I am here to officially review this, just like this fragrance. Just like the fragrance. On the stream, we're almost at $100. I think we're at $100 on the stream. We're at $100 on the stream. Officially, right now, we're at $100. We're at $101 on the stream. $101 on the stream. Shout out to AM. Shout out to George. Shout out to April. Shout out to Farm Kitty. That is full Hershey's chocolate, milk chocolate. Hershey's milk chocolate. Oof. Hershey's milk chocolate, coconut, a little bit of a sweetness, cedar sweetness, a little bit of nuttiness on here. This is such an exceptional stogie. Over here, April, over here in the chat room, she says she's already crazy. I'm just gonna say this. This is gonna drive the men crazy. If you women wear this, you have no idea what you got in store for you tonight. If you women wear this fragrance, you have no idea what you got in store tonight. I'm going to say this. And, some of the men might start stalking you. Yes, if women, ladies, some of the men might start stalking you with this. They might start stalking you with that. Let's drink up this Blanton's. Oh my Lord, on my skin, I'm smelling a large amount of, it's like a floral sandalwood. I'm getting like a floral sandalwood. Oh, it's so feminine. It's so feminine. Wow, man. Peach, sandalwood, and floral. Rose, like a white rose. That's what reminds me of, like a white rose, like a white or red rose combined. White, pink, and red rose combined with a little bit of sandalwood, a tad bit of musky. It's a little bit musky, but it's not the musk that you think it's manly. No, it's like a beautiful musk. Oh, let me smell this one more time. Oh my lord! This honestly smells like a. This honestly smells like a. If Scarlett Johansson had a fragrance, this probably smell like her. It's exactly what I would think would just Scarlett Johansson would smell like. Exactly. You know, just Justin Timberlake. Where you at, Justin Timberlake? This is officially what Scarlett Johansson would smell like. Wow. Exactly, exactly. If I can picture, it's exactly what it probably should smell like. Who's that? Who's that woman that was young and dated? What's that guy from the accountant? The accountant? What's his name? My name is Jeff. Not Tatum. Not Tatum. Not Tatum. What's his name? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck been around the block like Jenny from the block. But there was a woman that he dated. I don't know her name because I don't know any actor, woman actor. Honestly, I don't know any actor, woman actor. If you guys can tell me in the chat room, ladies, who's the woman that he dated that had black hair, short hair, and she's what movie was she in? She was in a movie. She was in a movie that she invaded Keanu Reeves' house, and she basically held him hostage. I forgot her name. As a matter of fact, I don't even know her name. I don't even know her name. I don't know any actor woman except Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Aniston. I don't even know if I'm even saying it right. I just don't know any woman actors. I don't watch women. Sex in the City. What did the ladies in the Sex in the City wear this? One would. This the woman that what's a skinny woman? No, not the skinny one. The one that sleeps around. The one that sleeps around in Sex and the City. That's definitely the one that she would wear this. She would wear this. The one that sleeps around with everybody. She sleeps around with everybody. I don't even know her name. I don't even think I even watched that movie. I think I did. I pretended to watch that movie one time and I fell asleep. I think I did. Somebody says Jennifer Gardner. Come on, Jennifer Gardner? No, Jennifer Gardner. Ew. Ana de Armas. Yes, Ana de Armadas. Ana de Armadas. That's probably what it is. That's probably the woman I'm talking about. That woman probably wear this. Anna, yes, there you go. Ben Affleck sleeps around, man. That dude been banging it out. I'm gonna say this, ladies. If I'm not telling you right now to buy this, I'm not telling you to buy this. But if you do buy that, you're gonna get a ton of men, a ton of men. A ton of men. And those women, Scarlett Johansson and that other woman, somebody said Samantha in the chat room. Who the hell's Samantha? I don't know a Samantha actor. Honestly, I don't know a Samantha actor. Somebody said Miranda. He probably did. It's Miranda. You know, Ben Affleck dated a lot of women. A lot of women. Here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. That is goddamn good. I'm going to show you. And so this is the bottle. This is 127.6. This is the bottle that we're doing right now. Plankton straight from the barrel. Somebody said in the chat room, the ho ho ho. Shout out to Shout out to Santa Claus. There's a ho 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 in NCX in the city, and she would probably wear this. This is honestly, I want to spray more of this on my skin just to know what it is to, just to know what it is to, what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about those women, right? I do know I have it in my, I do know I have it here. I have it here on my arm, but when I have it on my neck, it's a different story. It's a different story. Ladies and gentlemen, it's starting to rain on me. It's starting to rain on me, and I'm going to start to say, if you want extra time, on this stream, I'm going to say this. All you have to do is get that membership. And also for a lot of you women out here that are watching, you could always do one of these stogies. This stogie with this would probably be insane. That's a bad woman right there. That's a bad woman right there. Yes, that rain goes sideways out here. For the ladies in the chat room, I appreciate you ladies being here because this is actually a perfect stream for all of you. This is actually a perfect stream for the men out here that are watching the fragrance community. If you're watching from the fragrance community, you officially got the rights. You got the rights. You got the rights to use anything on this stream. Okay, I'm going to give you the rights to use anything on this stream that I have to say. Anybody in the fragrance community on this one stream, you're welcome to use any parts of this stream that you want to use from this stream, okay? And for a lot of you gentlemen, there's a lot of gentlemen out here in the fragrance community that kind of want to clip this. I'm giving you the rights to use anything you want to on this stream, okay? And for a lot of you men, so far on this Padron 7000. This is a good one. This is a really nice one. 18 goes really good. It gives it a little bit of a cherry characteristic and more of a woody cedar kind of a blast. This one over here gives it a super rich, almost like a raisin kind of a note on here. It makes this a little bit richer than what it is with the Blanton straight from the barrel. The other whiskey I had on stream was 13 Colony. 2025. This is exceptional. The best curly to have with any stogie. All right, to have with any stogie. I do want to drink more of these whiskeys. If you ladies want me to keep on going, I can keep on going on this stream. If you ladies want me to keep on going on this stream longer and longer and stronger and stronger, I can keep on going on this stream for all of you ladies. If you want to, if you're satisfied, ladies in the chat room, just tell me you're satisfied. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to drink the rest of this. Shout out to the Dallas Stars. Shout out to the Florida Panthers. They're the two teams that I've been wanting to go to the finals, Stanley Cup finals. I have told many of you before, I feel like the Dallas Stars should officially go to the finals with the Florida Panthers, and we kept it like that. Unfortunately, I put a big bet on Washington Capitals because it was such a good bet. They gave me the bet and I just took it. Point of the matter is, if you probably think that I have any bets on any of the games going on right now, I do not. Okay, I do not. I will tell you when I have a bet on any game. I will tell you. Over here. How long can you go, Reaper? And one of the ladies, look, ladies, I'm going to say this. You want me to keep on going on the stream, you let me know. If you want me to keep on going. This is such a beautiful bottle, man. Wow. That thing is ridiculously beautiful. You know, it'd be cool with this if this was gold is the best. Gold is the best. Take a photo. Take a photo right now. There you go. Gold is the best. Gold. The best, best, best. You can't say there's a better. Look at this. Gold, God. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Gold is so, so beautiful. So beautiful, gold. So beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start reviewing more of this. We have $100 on the stream so far. I want to drink something different. What can I drink different? What can I drink different? I'm gonna drink a light proof. I'm gonna drink a light proof. Now, for some of you that haven't bought this, if you've seen my review on this, this is one of the best bottles out there. One of the best bottles out there. It is really, really magnificent. It is light and beautiful. It's everything a woman and a man wants. This is almost like, for the whiskey community, this is like a unisex. And it's like a unisex. The cool part about this bottle is, if you take it camping or you take it in the car before you do anything, you have a little cup. It's called tin cup for a reason. This is meant for you to take camping, and it's cool. I love this color. I love the color. So let's pour up a little bit of the tin cup. Oof! Tin cup. Real nice, real nice. One of the best. Hard to find tin cup. Tin cup 14, one of the hardest bottles to find currently. Okay, one of the hardest bottles to find, but it's a really good one. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spray this on my neck. I'm gonna spray it on my neck. I'm gonna spray it on my neck. Oh my Lord! I just sprayed it on my neck. Oh my Lord! I feel like I'm surrounded by women wearing this. Oh my Lord! I can smell that juicy. It's like a juicy pear. It's like a juicy pear just pops. It's floral, super. Oh my! I feel like I'm in a strip club and about to get a bunch of women around. This is not for the man. That's not for the man. It's not for the man. God dang. It's not for the men. I feel like I'm surrounded by women with this. It's like if I have like five Scarlett Johanssons around me. Man, that is strong. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful fragrance, but not for a man. Not for a man. That's such a beautiful fragrance. Wow. It's I just can't even explain to you unless you buy this, ladies. Unless you buy this. That's remarkable. MFK can't do something better than that. I'm gonna say Chanel and MFK can't do something better than this. This is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my Lord. Honestly, I feel like I'm surrounded by women. The smell is just so feminine. So feminine. I feel like I got a spirit next to me with long hair. I feel like I got one of those Pleiadian aliens with long blonde white hair just next to me. I feel like I have one of those Pleiadians from another world next to me. Oh man, that is. I'm going to say this for the ladies. Okay, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me, ladies, on Instagram. You have to be a member. If you're a member, I can officially make sure to establish you a a great code. Yes, a great code for all of you. I do not get anything, okay? I am officially telling you right now, we officially, for the ladies that are members in this channel, I officially only have, anyways, the point of the matter is, we'll talk about it in another stream. I do it for all of you, members. I do it for you, members. Only for you. Only for you, members. Such a good stogie, man. Such a good stogie. You know what this reminds me of? Now that I'm thinking about it. This reminds me of the Hershey's bar. The Hershey's bar with the almonds. The Hershey's bar. You remember back in the days, the Hershey's bar, like in the 90s, it used to taste a little bit different. A little bit of that milk chocolate used to taste a little bit different than it does now. It reminds me of a milk chocolate Hershey bar with the almonds, and this gives a little bit of that cocoa, like that cocoa from the Almond Joy, a little bit of cocoa from the Almond Joy coconut. Really beautiful. I hope you guys enjoy the rain. That's such a good whiskey. It goes so good with this. The vanilla's popping through. It's giving this stogie a good balance of super sweet and super balance of vanilla. It's so good. The oak on here is a little bit sweet. It makes this stogie a little bit more balanced. This is really good. The pairing with this stogie, really good. Vanilla, beautiful vanilla, nice, beautiful sweet oak. And I'm going to say it does have a little bit of fruit notes on there that I'm tasting. Goes good with this. Very smooth, that whiskey. Low proof, not only low proof, but I'm going to say this. You don't lose a lot of those flavors on this. And that's something you guys want to have. If you have a stogie that's strong, you sometimes want to overpower it and balance it out. If you have a stogie that's weak, you want some whiskeys out. That's why there are people out there that drink Scotch whiskey, because Scotch whiskey is weak. It's weak. American whiskey is never weak. It's strong, full flavor, and every whiskey is different. I haven't found a whiskey currently that has a lot of caramel, but the one that has vanilla right now, it has a good amount of vanilla, beautiful amount of vanilla. I'm going to also say this. This is a beautiful bottle, but I think that this is going to be a little bit too woody for what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step this one up to the plate. Now this one over here, it has those brown sugars, and it does have that caramel and vanilla. This is a standard, almost a perfect resemblance of Kentucky-style whiskey. It has brown sugar caramel, and it does stand out, and it does balance out most of your stogies. I do want to try that with this and see how it is. I was going to drink this one, but I think it's going to be too woody for what I want right now. So I did put out some whiskeys out there. That other bottle is really hard to find and really expensive. It's a 15-year whiskey. It's a 10-year whiskey. The oldest year whiskey is the 18 that I showed you, 18 years. The other one in the back is a 14-year whiskey. Remember, these age statements are huge. They make the price go up and higher and harder to find. The hardest bottle to find in the stream is the Blanton straight from the barrel. Very hard to find. You're probably going to see for $300. Elijah Craig's $350 to $400, 18 years. And the last, this one's also hard to find. There's only 7,000. There's only 7,000 of these bottles ever made. This one is 4,172. Amazing. I personally think this is the best whiskey on the stream. It doesn't have to be the price. All it has to be is what it tastes like. I'm going to do this for the ladies. The ladies want extra content, so I'm going to give them extra content, ladies. Ladies, here we go. We're going to give you extra content, ladies. You ladies deserve it. And for all of you I'm gonna also say Reaper Crew for the men, for the men. I hope you really learned a lot about this fragrance. I hope there's a lot of men that learned a lot about this fragrance. I hope there's a lot of men that learned a lot about this fragrance. A lot. I know there's going to be a lot of men that are going to buy that now. There's going to be a ton of men that are going to buy that. A ton of men that are going to buy that. A ton of men. Why? Because there's a lot of men that actually want women to come up to them. Personally, to me, I don't want women coming up to me. First thing I say in my head when a woman comes up to me, weirdo, weirdo alert. Usually that's when I think. I don't suggest it, ladies. Don't come up to a man. Let the man come up to you. That's so good. Such a good stogie. Padron, Maduro, 7,000. Padron, Maduro, 7,000. Drink us up. Yeah, a woman comes up to me. That's a weirdo alert. I know the Jersey Shore. You guys ever watch Jersey Shore? That's what I used to watch back in the days. My reality shows that I used to watch on TV, on MTV, was Real World, Real World. My favorite Real World in MTV was with CT. CT, I think it was early 2000s. It was CT, Ace and CT were my two favorite. They were my two favorite dudes in the reality show. CT, you guys don't know of MTV. If you know who CT is, one of my favorite. He punched one of his castmates. I would do the same thing. I'm attracted to actors, and I'm attracted to people that are like me. That's why I like CT, because he had the personality of me. CT had the personality, so I liked him as one of the castmates on the show Real World, at MTV back in the days. This was back in the days when I think the Hills, it was before the Hills. It was before Laguna Beach, and MTV was before Laguna Beach. And you guys know who Johnny Bananas is in MTV. If you don't know who Johnny Bananas is in MTV, then you're probably too young. If you don't know who Johnny Bananas is in MTV, you're probably too young. In the 90s were the reality show, TV shows that started off in the 90s. And I kind of watched them, but I didn't watch them really. I watched them just to have them on TV. Till the Real World with CT came out, I was really watching it. I really liked it a lot. And then after that was the challenge. There was a challenge on MTV after that. Why am I telling you all this? It was something I was going to say about this, right? I don't remember if I was going to say anything about this. What was I going to say about this? I was getting into something. I think what I was getting into was, I think that's what I was getting into. Back in the days, a lot of things were different. Masculine men were on TV. You don't see that too much anymore. It's so sad that you don't see masculine TV anymore. Everything's a little bit different now in 2025. I enjoyed the times back in the days that I could turn on my TV and I could see a masculine show. If I want to see a feminine show, I turn on the TV and I know it's a feminine show. And again, why am I saying that? Because I think some of you men should know, when you're wearing a fragrance, you should know what masculine and feminine is. And there's no way that I can wear this fragrance even with a stogie. I just can't. I'm smelling it in the air right now. I'm just walking around, and I'm smelling like I'm in the locker of a stripper locker, like a bunch of strippers there. Or like maybe if I'm in a model studio, and there's the women that usually spray themselves because they think they stink, like that. It's just such a good fragrance. But The big butt is coming. The big butt is coming. What happened to society? What happened to society? But it used to be masculine. Now it's like there's so many different things, right? Let's drink this up. This is Hannah McKenna. That is so good. Now I'm going to say is Jason Kane is one of our great Edgar Romeo's also. Edgar Romeo and Jason Kane is two of our masculine men out there. Okay, one of the two masculine ranches that we have in this channel. One is officially a businessman, and the other one is law enforcement, and both of them are great ranches. And another one is a bodybuilder. They're both bodybuilders. The point of the matter is, will I recommend that to them? Again, will I recommend that to them? Again, we have to really tell them. If you're watching this whole stream, you have to kind of tell the review that I put on here. Do you want your woman to leave you? Do you want to start some drama? Do you want to make sure that your woman slaps you in the face at night and says you went with another woman, didn't you? You want to be told that you're in the sneaky verse. If you want all that drama, I think this might be for you. That's a unisex fragrance, by the way. Unisex fragrance. I think George Zaharoff should change that, though. I think he should change it. I haven't seen any reviews, and I don't plan on watching any reviews because we are the official #1 review that I could say is, to me, is transparent. I'm going to say this. We're going to drink a different whiskey. Over here we drink Hannah McKenna 10 year, okay? Hannah McKenna. By the way, for the people rewatching this stream, if you got to this part of the stream, we're starting to drink more whiskeys to pair with this stogie. So for some of the men out there, this is probably the part of the stream that you really want to see. For the ladies that want to talk about whiskeys, a lot of ladies that drink whiskeys. Here we go. You're about to see it. You're about to see the real deal. There's a lot of people that watch these streams because they enjoy my voice. I don't tell you guys to watch me naked, but I'm gonna say this, ladies. This is no joke, ladies. I still can't. I smell it on my skin. It's crazy. Okay, Peerless Rum Barrel. Peerless Rum Barrel. Okay, here we go. For some of you, you want to know what it tastes like with a bourbon out there that has a rum finish. Now this one is, I'm going to say this. This is sugary sweet. This is sugary sweet. This has like almost like a sugary cookie vibe with a little bit of vanilla. This is almost like a pastry, almost like a white cake. This is literally the definition of sweet. Rum finish is beautiful. But I'm going to say this. We're trying out with this. Padron. Shout out to Padron. 7,000. Let's try this out. Padron. 7,000. Here we go. Is this going to be the start of Zaharoff doing women's fragrances? If Zaharoff aims to the women, woo, the man's gonna blow up. He's gonna dominate the market. He will dominate the market if he officially start doing women fragrances similar to this. Wow, I'm gonna say that women fragrances. Woo! Imagine I start reviewing women fragrances. Woo! That'll be insane. So for some of you, man, here we go. This is the bottle to get for you women. If you have a woman out there, if you have a wife, if you have a lover, This is the perfect fragrance to get for them. I'm gonna guarantee you that you're gonna love this smell. You're gonna want to smell them up. I'm gonna say this for all of you men: if you want to buy a fragrance for your lady or for your ladies or how many, I don't know what it is. If you got a sneaky verse, I don't really know what to tell you. This is the perfect fragrance to buy for any woman. Gentlemen, you need to get this. Gentlemen, you need to get this. It's really exceptional. Okay, let's reset Peerless, the rum barrel. I did pick this one out because I wanted to see how it is with this Padron 7000. That is so good. Sugar is sweetness. There's no sugar in whiskey, but it tastes like the sugar. Let's see how it goes with this. Oh, wow. 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 That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. It turns this into a chocolate cake. It turns this into a chocolate cake. Oof. I'm going to say this. The rum barrel gives it a sweetness. All it gives it is almost like a sugar vibe to the bourbon. That's all it gives it. It gives it a sugar vibe. The oak note you can taste, and it also makes this turn into a chocolate cake. If you like chocolate cake, ladies, if you like chocolate cake, this is the combo. If you like chocolate cake, and gentlemen, if you like chocolate cake, this is the combo. Oh my Lord, this is so good. That is insane. It's almost like if I had the whipped cream on top, but the whipped cream is like chocolatey. The whipped cream is chocolatey with this. And very decadent. Very decadent. Let's try this out again. What a stogie. What a stogie. I haven't complained about this. By the way, you get no pepper, no white pepper. No white pepper. You almost get like a char oak. You get like a char oak on here. Like a char oak. You're getting a little bit of vanilla with this. It adds to the beauty on this. Again, I still have that strong Hershey's type dark, not dark chocolate, but milk chocolate with a little bit of almond, a little bit of that nut. Yeah, you got a little bit of spice, but the spice is like a nutmeg. The spice is like a nutmeg. The coconut that I was getting at the beginning of the stream is fading off completely. It still has a little bit of a beauty of a sweetness, but I can't say that coconut is taking over this. It's mainly chocolate, and you can almost chew this. It's mainly chocolate right now, and it's really masculine, really masculine. Why am I saying that? Because we just had this. I'm trying to feel masculine out here. My fragrance got on my neck. Oh. It's so crazy. This fragrance, I can't wear it. I can't wear this fragrance. It's feminine. It's feminine. Super feminine. Super feminine. Snow bunny feminine. Latina feminine. Snow bunny feminine. What else? Oh, look at how dark this is. I didn't even show you how dark. Look at how dark it is. I'm scared to give this to my mother I'm just scared to give this to my mother. Imagine my mother starts a sneaky verse. All the men start asking her, hey, what's your name? Oh, Jesus, Lord. I don't know if I want to give this to my mother. No way. I haven't seen my mother in a good amount of time. Oof. Man, I give this to my grandmother. Haven't seen my grandma in a long time. I give this to my grandmother. All the dogs are gonna be asking her, Ooh, you smell, you smell, you smell. What's the word that the old folks use? What's the word that the old folks use? I give it to my grandma. You smell mature. You smell. I don't even know. Well, what do they say in those old folk hospitals? That is. Oh, that is. That is ridiculous. It's like I had a woman hugging me for like 5 hours, and she's still on my skin. God, ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. Here we go. Wow, insane. Insane. Let's drink that. Peerless. This goes really good with this. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something out here. We're gonna do something out here. The next one that sends a big super chat, I don't want you to send super chat, but the next one that sends a big super chat, tomorrow I will be cooking on the stream. I don't want you to send a big super chat. Woof, I just saw some lining. But if you do send a big super chat, tomorrow I will be cooking. And there's two options I have. Picanha or cow tongue. You pick. That's if somebody sends a big super chat, okay? Somebody sends a big super chat. I don't want anybody to send super chat though. Don't send a super chat. Please, no big super chat. I don't want a super chat right now. No big super chat. No, please. Okay, we're gonna do this one over here. But if anybody does, they get to pick. I either cook picanha or I cook cow tongue. I.W. Harper. Here we go, I.W. Harper. Tomorrow's Friday, by the way. Today is officially May 22nd. May 22nd, 2025. May 22nd, 2025. I think I'm going to start taking off this band, maybe. I like the fact that this band is so simple. It's so simple. They don't put a lot of effort into the band. So simple. So original. Here we go. I.W. Harper, 15. Wow. That I.W. Harper 15. With this, wow. That is a little bit different. That's a little bit different. That is a lot of oak. A lot of oak. It's almost like it's a lot of oak. Wow. Let's see. Ooh, that is a lot of oak. A ton of oak. 15-year I.W. Harper, a ton of oak. A ton of oak. It's almost like a beautiful, beautiful oak note that just flows through. A ton. I'm going to say a ton of oak on that. I'm going to drink this again. I'm going to have this stogie. Here we go. For all of you that want the review, you've seen the review. Yes, you've seen the review on this one. My hands. One of my friends, he posted up a video that he went to the salon. I sent him the GAY flag. He went to the salon to do his nails and his feet. I sent him a GAY flag. Gentlemen, you shouldn't be going to the salon to do your nails. I'm going to say this right now. You shouldn't be doing that. I don't care if you have a suit on. Don't go to the salon and do your nails. Do your own nails. Cut your own nails. Cut your own nails. You don't have to cut the hair from your feet, my man. It's officially drinkers. Oh man. It's over here. It's over here a ton of oak. It doesn't go good with this. If there's one whiskey on the stream that doesn't go good, it's that I.W. Harper. It almost has like a strong oak. It has a little bit of a fruitiness on here that I actually doesn't actually go good with this. But the main thing is the oak on here. It just doesn't go good. It doesn't go good with this a chocolate milky, nutty, almost. We're not gonna say coconut because I get no coconut anymore. But like a chocolatey stogie. It doesn't go good with a chocolatey stogie. I was thinking of. Maybe I'd find some coffee notes on here, but I don't find any coffee notes. It's mainly Hershey's chocolate. It's so good, man. It's so good. This is a good stogie to have at night after you have dinner. A good stogie to have maybe in the morning that you have with coffee, a beautiful coffee. At night would be preferable if you have this stogie. Padron, Maduro, 7,000. Maduro. 7,000. And if some of you ladies want to have a stogie for the first time, I would recommend you, if you go to the store, try it out. Man, not a good whiskey. But the best whiskey is going to be right here. That is the best whiskey. That is the best whiskey. That hasn't let me down with any stogie. That hasn't let me down with no stogie yet. That's the best whiskey. That's the best. Cask strength, 13 quality, 120 proof. Hasn't let me down. I still think this might be the best whiskey on the street. Let's see. This is undefeated. That's 100% undefeated. That is insane. Undefeated. I don't even think this should be here in the center. That thing is undefeated. Wow, that's so good. Oh, Lord, it's starting to rain hard, baby. Uh-oh. Hey, gentlemen, the rain is coming hard. It's coming hard. That's what she said. It's coming hard. Oof. I'm getting rained on. I'm getting rained on a little bit. Here we go. It's going sideways. Wow. I don't know if AM is watching. AM, I'm going to say this, AM. This goes for one of my wrenches. AM, if there's a fragrance that you need to get for your woman, this is the fragrance. It is so good. If there's a fragrance out there for you men to buy for your ladies, that is it. That is officially it for you men. If you need, there you go, AM in the chat room. AM, you need to get this for your woman. You need to get this for your woman. It's the word that I can use on this fragrance. It's addicting. It's addicting. It is so good. It is so good for a woman. AM, you know AM. I'm good with nose. I'm good with palates. I'm good with taste. I'm good with everything. I try to be good with everything. I play soccer right now against Messi. I beat him. I play right now basketball against Michael Jordan. I'll stuff him. I play against Tom Brady. I'll sack him. Yeah. I'm very much a competitor, and I like to really I like to tell you the real deal. If I was in a court with Dennis Rodman, I'd make sure that he gets a purple eye before he gives me a purple eye. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this. This is a masculine stream. A lot of women and men watch the stream because of this. And I'm gonna say this. For you men, you need to get this for your woman. This is really, really good. You can go to Zaharoff.com. You can go to Zaharoff.com. This is Signature Byzaan. Signature Byzaan. Real beautiful. Oh man, it's so rich and strong. Signature Byzaan. What a name, what a name. Ladies and gentlemen, if you already know what's gonna happen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. You know what time it is? It's about almost 8 o'clock. My Florida Panthers. Here we go. Let me show my Florida Panthers. Shout out to my Florida Panthers. There you go. Shout out to my Florida Panthers. Shout outs to my Florida Panthers. Yes. Shout out to the Dallas Stars and the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. That would be the most epic thing possible. I told Ira Soto on the stream, if this Dallas Stars end up going to the Stanley Cup with the Florida Panthers, I will wear, if she buys me a jersey from the Dallas Stars, I will wear it on the stream. But for a lot of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta wrap this up. It's lightning and thunder. You never know, the power might go out. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are freaking amazing. For all of you watching around the world, thank you for tuning in to this stream. For all of you watching the fragrance community, I see you, fragrance community. Nope. Here's your review on this one. Nope. There's a review on this Padron 7000. Yes. Zaharoff signature Byzaan. Beautiful woman fragrance. Okay, woman fragrance. There you go. I'm gonna say that right now. Feminine, beautiful. And this one fragrance. I'm gonna say this. Just this one fragrance mops up the whole Chanel line. All of the Chanel female fragrances, it mops them up. Get yourself this. This is really good for the ladies. Ladies, there you go. Beautiful artwork. Oh, what a beautiful thing. Take a photo. There you go. Take a photo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the stream right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one on the stream. $101 on the stream. Huge shout outs to everybody that's been watching. Huge shout outs to all of you. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the stream. We got to end the stream soon. It's raining, it's pouring. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to end the stream. I got to eat something. I got to watch the Florida Panthers. Huge shout outs to George Zaharoff with the biggest super chat on the stream. Huge shout outs to Farm Kitty. Shout outs to Iris Soto for keeping it cool in the chat room. Huge shout outs to AM giving out 5 memberships on the stream. Huge shout outs to April Neal. Shout outs to all the super chats that I got on the stream. Thank you so much for all the super chats. And for a lot of you watching, that's officially the review. You saw all the whiskeys. Shout outs to the USA. Shout outs to U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. Shout outs to law enforcement. Shout outs to all the big booty nurses out there. Shout outs to big booty nurses. Shout outs to all the essential workers, all the doctors, EMTs, and for all the people saying, Oh, say Coast Guard. Shout out to the Coast Guard. Shout out to the Coast Guard. And the main ones. Reaper Crew. You know what time it is? I see you. You guys are amazing. And for all of you watching around the world, thank you everybody for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Reaper officially signing out. Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room? Comment in the chat room. Last one I see in the chat room. Who it is. Who's going to be the last one? And here we go. Last one I see in the chat room. April O'Neil. I see you, April O'Neil. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially signing out. That's a review. I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to hit that like button. And don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And for all of you watching, Whiskey of the Stream. Undefeated. You guys are awesome. I'll see you soon. Farm Kitty. I see you, Farm Kitty. Reaper signing out. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for the algorithm. Here we go. I'll see you soon.